were with Jesus, they didn't really understand what was going on. You can just imagine, Jesus comes on the scene. They're a little mixed up sometimes. And what they wanted to do is they were trying to one-up one another. You know what that means? They were like trying to be, who's the greatest? I want to be the coolest apostle. If I'm going to be following Jesus, I want to be the best. I want to be the greatest. Because if I'm going to be following Jesus, I want to be the man. Matter of fact, some of them want to sit on the right, some of them want to sit on the left. Because if I'm sitting by Jesus, I'm the man, right? So Jesus said, I'm going to knock them down a few levels and I'm going to teach them something. So in John 13, verses 14 and 17, who do we see washing feet there? Who can read that for me? Who can read really loud? Okay, someone who hasn't read yet. Go ahead. You want to read it?
It was John 13, what?
John 13, 14 through 17. Read really loud.
If I then, your Lord, the Master, have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example that ye should do as I have done to you. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. If ye know these things, happy are ye if ye do them.
Good for you. Good job. So we see here that Jesus washed the feet of his disciples. And they didn't know what to do about that. Jesus, I should be washing your feet. You shouldn't be washing my feet. Jesus says, if you're going to be a servant while you're here, treat one another the same. You wash my feet, I'll wash yours. That's part of serving. Jesus came to this earth as a servant. Okay? So let's remember that. Not better than anyone else. And the apostles thought they were. They were trying to be the greatest. Which was the greatest, Jesus? He says, listen, that doesn't matter at all. We're here to serve. Okay? So you have a pretty good idea what a servant is now, right? All right? They weren't all foot washers. So let's get into our reading. Let's turn to Matthew 24. This is our actual verses for the lesson. How about that? You're going to see why we did all this beforehand, before we read any of these verses. You're going to understand why when we read the verses now, okay? Matthew 24, we're going to start at verse 45.